Why do we travel so much? Remember, we are still in a long distance relationship. From the very still not so sure how things are going to pan out in the next 2 or 3 years.
Oh, we know how it's panning out. Hey family, welcome back to
OnCloudLindsay.
So listen, we are in China. Yes. So we decided to do a little spur of the moment trip just to bring the boys over so that they can get a stamp in their passport.
So they can see their daddy.
Yes, because they were really missing daddy, so we just came over at the last minute to, have some little family time together.
I know some people might be saying, well, you must be rich. You just traveled to Dubai or you're traveling to China. No, we're not rich. We just manage our finances well, the little we have, and we check flights, accommodation, and we saw where it was possible. So we said, well, might as well do it, since they're on holidays anyway.
Also, he flew to Dubai by himself. That's like one ticket. So. But yeah, we made it. It was a long flight, not so bad, but we made it.
So, how was the flight traveling alone with the two boys for the first time?
So, I'm not going to get into it because there's another video, but I must say it wasn't bad. I think the most difficult part was because I had a transit and actually getting to my second flight. So yes, I've been to China before. Yes, I live in China. I've never transited through China, through Beijing. I've never had to do a transit. So I don't know how the transfer works. So usually I'm used to getting off the plane and out into the field. But no, I had to, it was a lot.
So, some might be asking, why do we travel so much? Remember, we are still in a long distance relationship. From the very beginning, from when we just started the channel, this is one of the things we talked about a lot, being in a long distance relationship. And now we have 2 kids, and it means that if you value family time, then you're going to try your best to spend as much time as possible. Because sometimes I am away for an extended period of time, and another time I can travel back and forth depending on where we are, because we're all over the world. Currently I'm in China, they're in the UAE, sometimes they're in Canada, I'm in Jamaica, they're in the UAE. So we're all over the place. So it depends on the situation and proximity and everything. So here the UAE is 8 hours from China, so it's not so bad as if we were on the other side of the world in the US, Canada, or Jamaica. So the flight tickets are not as expensive and the flights are not so long, so it's kind of easier. So plus when I left, because I went there earlier to visit for my winter vacation, and after I left, the kids miss me. They really miss me, and I miss them too. So when they got the holiday, we were just talking, as Trish said earlier, it was kind of very last minute.
Literally. We talked about it on Thursday.
It just came up as a random idea.
On Friday, we went and got visas.
Right. That was it. It just came up in one of our conversations, and we just checked out the plane tickets and saw that, well, if we got these cheap flights, then it could work out. And then we look at accommodation and we see where we could stay here, we could do that, max it up, and the maths kind of maths. until until we started everything. Then it's a whole different math. But we were still able to pull it off in the end because they're here. We're not stranded. We're not outside.
Exactly.
And
Because outside is cold.
and it's still cold here. So yes. So
I think, like he said, the kids really miss their dad, and especially Zachary, which was kind of weird because Ethan being bigger, he's used
I'm
to
the one who spent more time with me.
Yeah, he spent a whole year with his dad.
Almost
He's
two.
used to his dad going and coming. He's used sometimes we see that. So now to the point where he's just like, oh, I know daddy is gone to China. Whenever daddy's gone to China, daddy will come back. So he's okay. So Zach went through, I don't know. Do babies get depression? I don't want to say depression. Like daddy
He didn't
withdrawal.
eat.
He wasn't eating. He didn't want to eat. He just
And cried
moped
all
around
day
the
for the
house
first
crying.
day and kept looking for me.
And just every day he would go look in the office. He would check the bedroom. He just
My
walked around the
regular
house,
spots.
just looking for daddy and just crying, daddy, 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 for maybe 2 or 3 days.
But look like this.
Right?
So I just wanted to I had this time off work, so I just thought it was important for him to come and spend some more time with daddy, so that the gap in between
Is shorter.
than than the March,
Otherwise
April,
it's
May,
summer
June,
again.
July, 4 months. So at least now we leave April, May, June, July. It's less time than until he sees his dad again.
So Zach was very excited when he saw me at the airport. He was
He
even
was-
checking
he
if I
couldn't
was
even-
real.
He couldn't even believe it. Again, that's in the other video. But he couldn't even believe it. Again, they didn't know where we were going, for one thing. They just knew, oh, we're going on a plane. Well, Ethan kept saying, oh, we're going on a plane, we're going on a plane. And Zach started saying, oh, we're going on a plane, we're going on a plane. But they don't know where the plane was going. So, but when they saw, it was like, Daddy, oh my goodness, I'm here to see Daddy. And Zach was just an emotional wreck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we want to try, at least for this year, to make sure that we can spend as much time, all the breaks together. Why? Because before it was for me, but now it's not not important anymore. Now
The last
breaks are
time
for daddy.
the last time Trish was here
At this time.
around this time of the year, it was when I proposed to her.
Yeah.
And this is her first time back since, and we haven't even had time to get a proper hug.
No. Everything is just been
Everything's just
daddy.
Daddy.
I can't. I honestly, I don't do anything. I think what I'm gonna be using this time to do is actually try to get some rest, so that
You're going to try, or
I'm
you're
gonna
already
try to get
taking
some rest,
rest.
so that and let daddy take over. Let daddy have daddy time with his kids. That's all that's happening.
Yeah, so guys, people always say, oh, when you don't live in the same country, it's not going to work, it's going to be this and that. But one of the things we want to bring out in this video is that when you're in a long distance relationship, especially when kids are involved, it is very important to make time to spend
Well, you
together.
have to make time.
You have to make time.
You have to want your. We've been married almost 5 years, and almost 5 years we've been in a long distance relationship.
Yes, except for the
Except for
pandemic,
when
which
we were
forced
forced
us
to
to
be locked down together in a pandemic, that we were like, what is happening to our lives? Threw us in a whirlwind, because we didn't know how to be together with each other. But
it wasn't.
we made a
bad
YouTube
experience.
channel, so I guess we
Turned out
survived.
good.
But you have to want your relationship to work. You have to make it work. You have to do long distance relationships. We're almost 5 years married doing it, and we're still going for for who knows how
And
much
people
longer.
can't, and you know, we've gotten this comment even from very early in our marriage. You remember when your friend's mom said that we look like we've been married and living together for a long time?
For a long time.
I said,
We ain't never been living. We ain't never been living together.
because we still, despite the distance, we keep our communication strong. We still try to keep our bond, and we want to do the same with the kids as well. Because what I don't want is that the kids grow and feel disconnected from me because I'm always going and coming. And based on the trajectory of my life, in terms of my career field and job opportunities, it is still not so sure how things are going to pan out in the next 2 or 3 years.
Oh, we know how it's panning out.
Well,
We know how it's panning out.
well, we have a plan.
So-
No, we have
so
our plan.
You,
We have our plan. We
you
have
know
our
exactly
plan,
how it's
but
gonna pan out.
well, okay, we know how it's going to pan out. But should it pan out otherwise?
The kids are going with him. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't have a problem. So we'll see. And I'm sure they would love that. But I don't know how much I would be able to enjoy it, because the way how they'll just allow mom to go to work, come back, and well, me, I know they're going to want to be behind me everywhere I go. So that might be the challenge. Because even at home I'm cooking, sometimes I can't cook in peace because Zach won't leave my feet alone. He wants me to hold him while cooking. So
He just wants to look in your pot. He's a greedy kid. He just wants to look in the pot. He just wants to see what's happening in the pot.
no, he's
But
not even looking, but that's just how they are, and I'm enjoying the experience, and I don't think I would trade it for anything.
No. But I mean, that's it, guys. We just jumped on here to just encourage you guys. If you are in a long distance relationship, or if you are starting a new relationship and you're
Feel like
man,
it might not
I
work.
don't know. If this is your person, it is going to work.
Right.
If this is
Also, some people like to say because they're in a long distance relationship, they won't start having kids.
Even that.
And that was kind of our plan, was for me to finish school. Then when we start living together, we'll start growing the family. But it didn't work out that way, and we're glad it worked out the way
we're making it work,
and it is working.
right?
You know.
So I mean, don't feel hindered. Don't think, oh, this isn't gonna. If this is your person, everything will fall into place and it'll work out just the way it's supposed to, right?
Yes.
That's it.
That means I'm your person.
Are you my person?
You. Okay, guys. In Korea. That's it. So stay tuned. We're in China. We're looking to share some local experience and
Real
share
local.
some things that's happening. And we're not in the big city, as I said, so it's real local experience. So stay tuned, and we will see you next time
On Cloud Lindsay.